Hi boys and girls, it's Mrs. Paddock. I hope that you're doing well. Today for science, we're going to be talking about trees. We're going to be finishing our unit talking about the things that we get from trees. And I have two stories for you. One is called A Tree is a Plant, and the other one is called Treats from Trees. So I'm going to read this one first, and I hope you like it. A tree is a plant. A tree is the biggest plant that grows. Most kinds of trees grow from seeds the way most small plants do. There are many kinds of trees. Here are a few of them. How many do you know? So we have here a maple tree, a coniferous tree. We have some palm trees, a lemon tree, a willow tree, lots of different kinds. This tree grows in the country. It might grow in your yard too. Do you know what kind of tree it is? Look carefully. Yep, it's an apple tree. This apple tree came from a seed. The seed was very small. It grew inside of an apple. Have you ever seen an apple seed? They look like this, right? Ask an adult to help you cut an apple into two. The seeds are in the center, and they look like that. Most apple trees come from seeds that are planted, but sometimes an apple tree grows from a seed that falls to the ground. The wind blows leaves over the seed. The wind blows soil over the seed. And all winter, the seed lies under the leaves and the soil. All winter, that seed lies under the ice and snow, and it is pushed into the ground. And then spring comes, rain falls, and the sun comes out and warms the earth, and that seed begins to grow. At first, the young plant does not look like a tree. The tree is very small. It is only a stem with two leaves. It has no apples on it yet. A tree must grow up before it has apples. Each year the tree grows, and it grows tall. In 7 years, it is so tall that you can stand under its branches. In the spring, there are blossoms on the tree. Spring is apple blossom time. Looks very pretty when we see that in the spring, right? The blossoms last only for a few days. Then they fall to the ground. Now there are green leaves on the tree, and among the leaves, there are small apples. The apples are where the blossoms were before. The apples are green, and they are almost too small for you even to see. The apples grow slowly, so you can see the apple very, very small, right? You wouldn't want to eat that yet. They grow all during the spring and the summer, and in the fall, they are large and ripe. Now they are ready to eat. So this is the kind of apples that we know, right? The apples that we like to eat, nice and ripe. We can see the apples and the leaves on the branches. We can see the branches growing out of the trunk. We can see the trunk growing out of the ground. We can see the bark of the tree. The bark covers the branches and the trunk like a coat, but there is a part of the tree that we cannot see. Do you remember? That's right, we cannot see the roots. They are under the ground. Some of the roots are large. Some of them are as small as hairs. The roots grow like branches under the ground. A tree could not live without roots. Roots hold the trunk in the ground. The roots keep the tree from falling when the wind blows. Roots keep the rain from washing the tree out of the ground. Roots do something more. They take water from the ground. They carry the water into the trunk of the tree. The trunk carries the water to the branches. The branches carry the water to the leaves. Hundreds and hundreds of leaves grow on the branches. The leaves make food from water and air. They make food when the sun shines. The food goes into the branches. It goes into the trunk and roots. It goes to every part of the tree. Fall comes and winter is near. The work of the leaves is over. The leaves turn yellow and brown. The leaves die and fall to the ground. Now the tree is bare. All winter it looks dead. But the tree is not dead. Under its coat of bark, the tree is still alive. Spring comes again and rain falls. The sun warms the earth and the tree blossoms and new leaves grow. As long as it lives, the apple tree grows. As long as it lives, the apple tree blossoms in spring and the apples grow on it. When do you like apple trees best? In spring, when they're covered with blossoms? Or how about in summer, when they're covered with leaves? In winter, when they are bare? Or in fall, when they are covered with apples? I'm trying to think, which one do I like? I think I like the fall ones the best, when they're covered with apples and then all the leaves are gonna fall off. That's, I think, my favorite time for the apple tree. Hope you learned a thing or two about a tree is a plant. Now I have another story. It's a quick one, so don't worry, it won't take too long. This one is called Treats from a Tree. Treats from a Tree. I wonder if there's a few here that maybe you didn't know came from a tree. Where do rubber balls come from? Rubber trees. Where do almonds come from? Almond trees. Where does cinnamon come from? Cinnamon trees. Where does maple syrup come from? Maple trees. Where do cherries come from? Cherry trees. Even chocolate comes from trees. Did you know that? You do now. Hope you have a wonderful day, my friends. We'll talk to you soon. Bye.